for Jeremiah Frei-Pearson.
Today, I stand before you and I proudly announce my candidacy for State Assembly. Y'all are amazing. I am confident that we're going to win, and when we win, we're going to change this government. Why do you want to get involved in these dirty politics? Why do you want to go up to Albany and be involved in that mess? Here's the truth. I'm running because our government is broken, and I want to help fix it. I'm running because I look around Queens and I look around New York, and I think most of us, not all of us, but most of us are fundamentally good, decent, honest people. And we deserve a government that's good, decent, and honest. Instead, up in Albany, we have the worst government that money can buy. We got politicians who take home six-figure salaries, and a lot of them steal from us. We've got politicians who do nothing while hospitals close, while schools close, while after-school programs get cut. Politics who play petty political games while our budget deficit is in crisis and our children are left behind. We're much better than this. We need to do better than this. And together, we will do better than this.
Yeah!
The central lesson of my life is if you're smart, if you're tough, if you're organized, and if you bring people with you, you can take on powerful systems and fix them and make them work for children and regular people.
Amen. Yeah.
Yes. As a civil rights lawyer at Children's Rights, my colleagues and I, we walk into court on behalf of foster children. And we take on broken government systems and we make them work for children. I want you all to picture it. We walk into the courtroom, and on one side of the courtroom, there's powerful government lawyers, big, rich, private firm attorneys, and they're defending systems that hurt children and the status quo. And on the other side, there's my colleagues and I, just a couple of us, representing children and representing change. And we beat those powerful forces over and over and over again. You all remember the blackout we had in 2006? Yeah. Con Edison left our community without power for over a week. We formed a group called Western Queens Power for the People. We organized. We organized, we marched, and we fought Con Ed. And after a 2-year legal battle, we got Con Ed to apologize in writing. We got $100 rebate checks for everyone who didn't have power. And if you want to talk about community organizing, does anyone remember about a year and a half ago when we were told the people of Western Queens didn't support marriage equality? Yep. I am very proud that next January our state senator is going to vote for marriage equality. And when I'm your state assembly member, I'm not just going to vote for marriage equality, I am going to fight for it. Because Because I believe deep within my soul, the promise of America is that we're all equal. And the strength of Astoria is this is the most diverse community on earth. And that's our strength. Too often politicians try to divide us. They divide us by sexual orientation, by race, by ethnicity. That makes us weaker. It is going to be my great honor and my great privilege to introduce everyone in Astoria. This is our community. As your assembly member, I am going to proudly represent the entire community. Do you all know that Astoria, right here, this small community, we produce 65% of New York City's energy. And as a result, with all these power plants, this community is known as Asthma Alley. Our kids have some of the highest asthma rates in the nation because of the air they breathe. And politicians like to demagogue the issue, but there are real solutions. We need to explore alternative energy like wind farms in Long Island and upstate New York. We need to give our kids clean air to breathe. We need campaign finance reform. Right now, people are buying our politicians. That needs to end. Second thing we need is term limits. You know, we got people who serve in Albany, and I use the word serve in quotes, for over 40 years. There's greater turnover in the Soviet Politburo, I'm not lying, than there is with our state government. So I'm going to introduce term limit legislation, and I promise to you, this office belongs to you, it belongs to the people, it doesn't belong to me. 2018, I'll do my job and I'll be out of there. In the last 3 years, while games have been played, we have lost 3 hospitals in Western Queens, and we're about to lose one right across the river in St. Vincent's. Today, we have fewer hospital beds per person in this neighborhood than they have in most of South America. It's an embarrassment, and we deserve better. Y'all, we have so much important work to do. We gotta make this government work, we gotta fight for equality, for our children, for our seniors. And a lot of people say to me, they say, Jeremiah, this is great. You know, I'm glad you care about these things. Come on, the system's been broken forever. How are you gonna fix it? I'm not naive. The cynics are right. Albany's been broken for a long time. But when I look out at this room, we can change it. The story of America is taking on great odds and making it work. You're talking about the country that started in a revolutionary war against an empire. The country that put a man on the moon. A country where 50 years ago, black people couldn't vote in half the country. And today, our president is Barack Obama.
Yeah.
People say we can't take on corrupt Albany politicians and fix Albany. We've done a lot worse than that. We've beaten foes a lot worse than that. We can do it, and we will do it.
Yeah.
So in closing, I want to thank you all again for coming out today. I am so honored to serve with you. I'm so honored to work with you. This is going to be a fight. Every single movement for social justice is a fight. Here's my promise to you. If you work for me, I want you to talk to Brandon, talk to Corinne. We need volunteers. If you work for me, if you march with me, if you knock on doors, I promise you this. You'll get a government that doesn't embarrass you, and you'll get a government that actually works. It's your government. Let's take it back together. Thank you all so much.